And hello, YouTubers, and welcome to another episode of My Anime Academia. Now, today we are going to be talking mainly about One Piece because that's the only anime I've been watching because I'm binge watching it because I'm trying to catch up. There's over 900 episodes of this awesome show. I am at episode 383. He had just met back up with Foxy, the Silver Fox guy with the slow beam. I know it's like this, my bad. Yeah. Slow beam. Yeah. But yeah, I am absolutely loving this show. Hey, what's up? What's up, Jacob? How you doing? Right up on there. Yeah, I can do that. I can do that. um, but yeah, I'm absolutely loving this show. It is so amazing to watch. Watching everybody grow, especially Luffy. Honestly, this show makes me feel like I'm one of the crew. And anything that happens to somebody, it's like it's heart wrenching. It's terrible to see. Like when they went to where what was a Water Seven. Oh man, what happened with Usopp between Usopp and Luffy? That was absolutely terrible. Them fighting and him trying to leave the crew. That was just a horrible thing. But the best thing that happened in that part of the show was when they fought against CP9. That was such an amazing fight. Luffy against Rob Lucci. Oh my god! That fight was crazy. Because if y'all haven't watched the show, sorry, but spoilers. Eventually, they make their way to this island where it's legit just a city of water, kind of. City. The city has water flowing through it, so you have to ride these yagaras and like these little water animal things and stuff. Well, they went there with treasure, cashed their treasure, got some money for it. It got stolen because Usopp's not the strongest fighter, and he blamed himself for that. They had 300 million berries, and well, they lost 200 mil of it from the Frankie gang. And sorry, I'm thinking of Frankie and his super. But anyway, oh man, yeah. So they lost that money, and they had to try to find a way to get it back, but they couldn't because Frankie had already left with it after Usopp went and actually found their hideout. And let me just say, like, they didn't beat the crap out of him. They literally beat him to like a quarter inch of his life. Like he was wrecked, man. He was wrecked, and it was a sad moment, especially for Usopp. That's what really helped break him down, bit by bit, up until the point where they told him the Mary couldn't be fixed. If y'all don't know what the Mary is, it's the Going Mary. That is their ship. Wait, hold on one second. That's right, all powerful. right there. Just for people that actually might watch this on replay. But yeah, the Going Merry, they went to Water 7 to get their ship, souped up. That's why they cashed the money in the first place. So they can put a lot of work into the Mary because she's taking quite a beating. She has all kinds of patches and stuff. So they wanted to get her fixed up, get her more sleek looking, get her more powerful and stuff. Uh, but they couldn't really because the money got stolen. Also, when a shipwright looked at their ship, they said that she couldn't be fixed. And that was another sad thing. That like the Going Merry has been with them since they found Usopp, since they left Usopp's island, all the way up until Water 7. And it was a hard hit for everybody. Nobody really wanted to give up the Going Merry. That's been their ship for a while. That's their home. A pirate's home is their ship. It's the ocean. Like, but anyway, so when Usopp found that out after losing the money, he just broke down. He said how he's just too weak to go on with them. They're all too powerful. Everything they're doing is too crazy for him. So he wanted to leave the crew. But he wanted to leave the crew with the Mary. He wanted to be able to leave with the Mary so he could try to fix it himself. And well, he realized he couldn't. He tried, and everyone kept telling him he couldn't. It took a really long time for him to realize that he couldn't. I'm not gonna say when. But anyway, where I'm at, like I said, where I'm at now, 383. Pretty cool episode. There's these two little girls trying to find a way to make a gem. Pretty awesome, pretty awesome. And of course, there's people that found that out, so they're trying to steal the a little notebook from them to be able to do it, and it's pretty cool. Yeah, man, that is the pirate's life. It's really awesome to have you here, man. Like I absolutely love this show, and like I have said before about One Piece, it is filler, like a lot of filler. You just need to be there for the story. That's all there is to it. If you want to be able to see everybody grow, you have to hang in there. You can't just only want the action. This isn't Dragon Ball Z, okay? Naruto had filler episodes. I mean, even Dragon Ball Z did. But it's not on the same level as One Piece. One Piece has, like, say it could be a main episode, but it feels like you're watching filler, filler, filler. Oh, action right here, filler, 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 action, filler, filler. It goes like that kind of. Thank you, man. Thank you. Yeah, My Hero Academia. I'm actually gonna watch that once I finally catch up. There's so many animes I'm trying to watch, but I'm so focused on One Piece right now. Thriller turned into filler. It really did. Y'all don't know what I'm talking about. Jacob said it. It's true. It's true. It really is true. Thriller turned into filler because there's a lot of filler episodes. I mean, I remember at one point there was about 3 or 4 episodes just about the pirate Buggy and his little misadventures. There was like 3 or 4 episodes of that, and I was like, "Dang, that's a lot of filler." But I'll watch it because I love this show. I've watched so many filler episodes, but it's whatever. It's fine because I love this show, and that's some things people don't really understand about it. I remember getting into this argument about the show with this guy that I used to work with, Joe. He said, "Oh, I can't watch that show. I hate it. It's filler. It's filler." I was like, "Well, maybe it's not for you." Well, I love a story. I love it. No, you don't because you don't watch One Piece. Then I mean, it is a good story. Maybe it's just not the story for him. Maybe secretly he never really wanted to be a pirate. I don't know. I mean, I'd love to be a pirate. I'd be on Luffy's crew if there is a Luffy. If I was back then in the Pirates era and there was a guy like Luffy, I would definitely join his crew. No questions asked because Luffy, you can see it in his eyes that not only does he want his dream to come true, he wants anyone's dream to come true. He has said multiple times throughout the show he'll never laugh at someone's dream. Okay, and that's why his crew respects him so much, and they're willing to just throw themselves in line of fire for him. Example: when they fight their second warlord. Okay, when they fight their second warlord, Gecko Moria, a third warlord showed up. Now, warlords are pirates who are so strong that the government themselves do not touch. They do not touch. They use them as attack dogs to take down smaller pirates, okay? And let me tell you, they're not to be messed with. The first warlord they fought was Crocodile, and he ate the sand fruit. And let me tell you, he was a beast with that sand fruit. He can take the sand and try anything out. So imagine him just touching the ground. Your entire area around you could crumble because he's just making it dry out that quick. And he could touch you and make you dry out. And it's the craziest thing. But of course, Luffy figured out a way to beat him. I'm not gonna say how, but and that's what really got him on the map. He got he got 100 million berry bounty on his head after that. Okay, and then once he got in further into the show, got to Water 7, like I said. I gotta show these two back to back. Oh dear sand, and then Anakin flashback. I hate sand. It's coarse, it's rough, and it gets everywhere. Oh man, but yeah. When they get to Water 7, that's when he gets an even bigger bounty. And pretty much everyone gets a bounty then, I believe. Yeah, everyone gets a bounty after Water 7 because they go to Enies lobby to save Robin. Now that was a, like I said, they fight CP9 at Enies Lobby, and that was just whoo. They had a Buster call come in. They even managed to get away from that. I'm not going to say all the details because if anyone wants to watch this show, I'm not trying to spoil it. Um, it's just a really amazing show. That's right. That's right. Nice to see you. I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce the name. Isak Isak? Something like that? I hope so. Let me know if I said that right in the comments, please. I'll even display it if I said it wrong. I don't care. That's how it is. It's the truth. Oh, but yeah, this show, it's really amazing to watch. I can't get over enough how much I feel so invested in Luffy becoming the king of pirates. And he meets others that have the same dream, and even he shows them that no, he's the man that's going to become the king of the pirates. And they look at him and they see it, they feel it, and they want to follow him in a way. They take lessons from Luffy. I mean, for example, there was the Phoenix Pirates. This guy named Puzzle, I believe. He lost a lot of his crew. They started being bounty hunters for bounty hunters out in the Love Land, something like that, Lovely Land. And Luffy brought their spirits back up because there was this little kid that was in the Phoenix Pirates who was trying to take care of their captain. And when they met up, he convinced Chopper, their doctor, to go help him. And once he got on his feet and met Luffy, that's when it really started to happen because those bounty hunters showed up trying to get Luffy and Puzzle because they both have bounties. Luffy at this point is 300 million berries, and then Phoenix himself, well, Puzzle, he was 100. See, I told you I display it. I told you. I said it wrong. I'm so sorry. Oh man. Sorry, I'm not doing the best. But yeah, it's just absolutely amazing. Like Phoenix, he realized over time that you can't give up on your dreams. He got the spark back to want to get his flag back because that's what these bounty hunters did. They steal your flag and they try to break you down. If you have any members that have a high enough bounty, they will take them, and the other ones they'll try to use or just dispose of. So when he saw that Luffy wasn't going to give up on getting his flag back because he wants to be king of the pirates, that's when Puzzle is just like, all right, let's do this. He said, all right, let's do it. Good luck to you in the new world. I'm just gonna go off and be a pirate back home, type of thing. He didn't, he realized like if I meet with Luffy in the new world, I'm getting destroyed. He said I'll meet you in the new world, but I don't think he's really gonna do it because he knows if he were to fight Luffy, he's done for. Anyone that sees Luffy fight, they know that they don't really stand that much of a chance because he's Luffy. There's just some of those characters in anime that you can look at and you can tell they're going to be a problem, like Whitebeard. Wow. When I was introduced to Whitebeard, he was legit just sitting in a chair. He's hooked up to all kinds of medicine machines. He's just sitting there. He goes, where the hell is Shanks? Where the hell is Shanks? That idiot boy, he better bring me a drink. And man, that man can drink. He had this huge thing of sake. I can't even display how big it was. Yeah, I remember that. Madara is someone you don't want to mess with. Madara was, whew, oh man, Madara was that dude. Yeah, hell yeah, bro. Can't wait to stream. Can't wait. It's gonna be awesome. Oh man, so awesome to have y'all in here. Seriously, it really is. Um, but wait, where was I? Either way. Hey man, you got to be able to talk anime too with us. We'll talk about animes you've seen for sure. Straight up, straight up. We'll do an anime segment. I've seen a lot of different animes. Let's do it. I got tons of suggestions if you haven't seen them, so why not? But yeah, Luffy he's grown so much throughout this, from what I've seen from beginning to where I'm at now at the beginning. He had a few moves like Gum Gum Pistol, Gum Gum Axe. He didn't do a whole lot. And as he got further on, he started to realize he can do different things. Isaac, okay. Well, thank you. Oh man. Whew. About to grab my inhaler, damn. Oh man. But watching Luffy progress, him like deflecting cannonballs, he realized he could do Gum Gum Balloon, and that's when he blows up into a big ball and they sink into him, and he can try to shoot them back. Sometimes it doesn't work out quite well. Like the first time he tried to do it, it didn't work out well, and that's how he ended up meeting Sanji, their cook, and that was a pretty cool story. But that's way at the beginning. Not gonna go all up into that. It's just amazing how he meets his crew as well. How he gets them onto the crew. It's always an emotional thing. It's always emotional, that's for sure. Like with Nami. Oh man, Nami's that was emotional. That's for sure. Her island was being held hostage by Thank you. But yeah, it just Nami's island was being held hostage by fishmen, and let me tell you, they were vicious. They are naturally stronger. Like these dudes turned up an entire town upside down. And what I mean by that is people's houses, businesses, they were literally turned upside down. Like like the bottom of the house was up and the top of the house was down. It looked insane. And they were crazy looking, of course. Unfortunately, I am holding off on any other animes other than One Piece. I am trying to catch up on One Piece. I will be binge watching like probably 8 animes at the same time after One Piece. That is for sure. I've got to watch My Hero Academia season 4. I've got to watch season 3 of Seven Deadly Sins. I'm trying to get on to JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I'm trying to get on to Gate, Steins Gate. And Boruto, of course. There's too many. I am definitely trying though. Yeah, and it's definitely been a trial. Every time it's a week, I'm closer to 100 episodes. Like I've watched 100 episodes almost every week or so. So I'm trying. But I will be getting to Boruto soon for sure, and I'll be able to wear this correctly for the right show. Oh man. But anyway, her island was being held hostage. Every last person had to pay about 50,000 berries in order to stay alive. Um, yeah, man, there's too much to catch up on. There's so many animes out there. Like I found another anime that I didn't get to finish, and I need to finish it. And it's kind of a struggle because I'm like, do I finish this anime or do I keep watching One Piece? And I'm just like, I'm gonna keep watching One Piece. I got to. I got that kind of mindset. Like, I said I'm gonna watch this one to catch up, and that's what I'm gonna do. I got to. But they wanted her to collect 100 million berries in order to free just her town, just her little town. That's it. And damn, Yes and no. Yeah, that's a funny question. Yes and no. I go to work at for my time it's 3:45 in the afternoon until 12 in the morning. And then I'll sometimes be up until 5 watching One Piece. And I usually wake up around 6:37 because I have two kids. One's in school, one's 3 years old, so I gotta be up early no matter what. That's all on me. So sleeping's kind of not an option for me if I'm gonna catch up the way I want to. Kind of why I'm always so crazy like this. Oh man, yes, night owl for sure. Whoo, 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 whoo. But of course, as soon as Nami gets those 100 million berries, I can't remember the leader of the fishman. I can't remember his name for anything right now because that was so long ago. It really is. It really is. It's just not needed. It's not. This is why I say I'd rather be a cyborg sometimes, so I wouldn't have to sleep. I could just do everything. I could watch it and just go off and do something else. Oh man. But yeah, the leader of the fishmen, he what is it? He talks to a marine corporal or something like that to do some dirt and steal Nami's 100 million berries. And she goes to them. A whole big fight happens. Luffy wins, and she joins the crew. But it was emotional because she lost the lady that was kind of like her mom, and she left her somewhat sister behind. She started life off with pretty much nobody. So she had two people that were always there. Well, three technically. There was the old man with the pinwheel hat. But you know, when she lost the lady that was like her mom, that took a hard hit. And then she's carrying the weight of the town on her shoulders for all this time. And she had some relief, but then it got taken away. And then when she realized Luffy came back for her, that's when it was really hard for her to leave the town, even after he beat the fishmen, because, well, they're safe. She can be home. So it took a lot for her to want to go. People had to tell her to go. And it was sad, just like with Sanji. Sanji's was sad too. Uh, he started off as a cook on a ship. Pirates attacked, and coincidentally, the leader of the pirates that attacked, his name was Redfoot Zeph. He ended up saving his life. He had what you call it. He cut off his own foot just so he can save Sanji from drowning. That's awesome. Yeah, I definitely want to get around to that one. I keep seeing that title everywhere I look. So once I see a title a lot, it's just like, okay, you've got me at this point. You know what I mean? If I end up start watching it, I don't like it, I will definitely let y'all know. That's for sure. Oh man. But yeah, Sanji's was sad too because the two of them got stranded on an island, and damn, Redfoot Zeph gave him like a bag of food about this big, and Redfoot Zeph had a bag this big of food, like it wider probably, and he told Sanji, little Sanji, he was probably like 8 years old, maybe even younger. Go on the other side of the mountain. If you see a ship, let me know. Otherwise, don't waste the energy to come talk to me or anything like that. And of course, it's anime, so he's a little bit cold hearted about it, but you got to understand this is survival. And he understood that. But of course, eventually, Sanji runs out of food and he's weak. And when I say weak, I mean starving weak. Like he is skinnier and just so brittle looking. he says it to himself, like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go over there, steal some food, and I will kill him if I have to. And when he gets over there, Redfoot Zeph asks him, "You see a ship?" And he's just like, "No, I'm here to steal your food, and I'll kill you if I have to." He cuts open the bag with a knife, and treasure falls out. And then the camera pans, and you see Redfoot Zeph. He's even brittle, like more brittle and skinnier than Sanji is. He didn't take any food at all. He gave Sanji all the food. And then finally a ship came. And you ask me, that's just sad. Like that hit me there for sure. I was just like, damn, like this dude, he nearly died for this kid and he don't even know it. Like he could have been dead right then and he wouldn't have known at all. But, eventually they found a ship and he helped Redfoot Zeph get his dream up and started. He was there from the beginning. The Barteret, I believe, it's a restaurant that's out in the sea. They're called the Fighting Cooks. And by that, and why is that? And that's because, they get pirates up in there and there's times where pirates don't want to pay. So, they got to fight. I don't know what that means, but okay. um, but yeah, they're called the Fighting Chefs, and everyone used to get on Sanji just because like, oh, you're a little runt, stuff like that. But eventually he did gain respect, even though he was still crazy. He beat up guests for like the smallest of things. But the best thing about Sanji is there was a pirate from the East Blue. I can't remember what the crew's name was for the life of me. Like this was, further back too. Uh, he was starving, and Sanji gave him food when nobody else would because he didn't have money. He wasn't he wasn't a paying customer, so he gave him food. Pirate left, went back to his captain, let him know because their entire crew was starving. That pirate that was starving, their entire crew was starving, so they all came back looking for a free meal too. And Sanji gave it to him because that's how he is. And of course, the pirate captain, being the asshole that he is, tried to steal the ship. So they fight, of course. Luffy gets in on it and wins. That's about as much as I'm going to say about it, except for the departure of Sanji was also emotional because he had to have a little talk of Redfoot Zeph and stuff. So it was there. It was sad. Usopp's wasn't all that sad. It was a tiny bit emotional, but it wasn't the craziest of sadness. What's up, Death by Saber? Hello there. I like the reference. But it's just crazy. When it was Usopp, it was somewhat emotional. Because they got to going merry, and he realized he had friends and he could be a pirate now, and that was his dream. And it was set more emotional for him because he was leaving his crew behind. He had these three little kids. They were the Usopp pirates, and they ran around trying to be pirates, kind of. But it was pretty cool. Oh wait, hold on, got more comments in here. I will show every last one. I will do that then. No game, no life. Yeah, I'll add it to my list. To the never-ending list. Seriously, this is why I love anime though, because if you had all the animes in the world somehow right in front of you, and you just took a rock and threw it as hard as you could hit probably 50 different animes in that one single shot that you would watch. If it were to hit like 1,000 of them, you would definitely have like probably 200-300 that you'd watch because anime is that good. You know, that's why I don't really watch regular TV anymore because I'd rather watch anime. It's that good. And plus, it helps me learn because, as some people know, I'm trying to animate and stuff, make my own anime someday, possibly. But anyway, moving forward on to One Piece again. Oh, man. Yeah, man, the chat really is blowing up now. It's awesome. uh, yeah, you know, Usopp, he had those three kids. You know, the girl that he was taking care of, there was a sickly rich girl, and you know, the only thing that brought her spirits up was listening to Usopp's lies. If no one knows this, Usopp was known as a liar in his village, and well, he would use that in a way for her to make her feel better. And honestly, it really did help. It really did. You know, the girl wouldn't do anything. You know, even the butler that was taking care of her would say how his stories would help. And that guy turned out to be, not gonna say, because if you're gonna watch the show, I'm not spoiling. So cliffhangers. Anyway, um, so it was sad because the three kids, you know, they were crying. They don't want Usopp to go. But, you know, one of them finally was just like, all right, we know what you want. This is what you're going to do. When you come back, you're going to be our captain again, though. And, you know, that's what made the departure pretty sad for me, you know. Wasn't really sad on the, like, with him and Luffy. The most emotional thing I'd have to say is when he said, you know, I hope I see you guys on the sea. Zoro was just like, you know, what are you talking about? Get on the ship. And then he said, what? And Luffy's just like, we're friends, right? Get on. Oh, wait, hold on. A couple more. Yes, that is right. That is right. Exactly. Anime is perfect for storytelling. See? Anime fans get it. They do. Like, storytelling is best told in anime or manga. I haven't read any manga because I feel like it would just blow my mind up, you know? My brother keeps trying to get me to read the manga for Naruto, Boruto, and I can't, man, because there's stuff in the manga they don't put in the show, and I'm just, why didn't they put that in there? Why didn't they put this in there? That, and my mind will just explode. So that's, yeah, I can't do it. I definitely can't do both. I don't know how his crazy tail does, but yeah. Um, you know, I can't say Zoro's was emotional at all when he got onto the crew. It was a complete and total respect thing. You know, Zoro was used to be a pirate bounty hunter himself. One Punch Man, nice. I haven't watched that, surprisingly. I have not watched a lick of One Punch Man. I hear from everybody how awesome it is, but yeah, I haven't watched it because how do you beat someone that's One Punch Man? You know, no one can beat him. But I guess that's the story, isn't it? I guess it's going to be interesting to see how they do it. I'm just going to watch it at a later time. You know, there's so many different animes I got to watch. Yeah, that is on Cartoon Network. Yeah. Yeah, because hand drawn animation, they do it frame by frame, and that's how you can get the, you know, like an arm twist perfectly when they move their heads when they're punching or something. You get way more better, you know. How should I put it? Not effects, but you get the anatomy a whole lot better when you do it frame by frame. People have asked me, you know, oh, how do you animate this and that? I said, oh, well, I definitely don't do it like, you know, people in animation studios, you know, for anime, because doing it frame by frame, that's like a million times more work. You know, I'm trying to build up my skills to even do a simple little cartoon half the time. Exactly. You definitely appreciate it more. That is for sure. That is for sure. You know, like I like me watching it. I like I said, it's just helping me learn and stuff. So, but yeah, Zoro, he was more on the I respect you kind of level, because he was tied up. He was actually going to be executed by this crazy dude, Axe Hand Morgan. And damn, like he was powerful, for that time period. He was pretty powerful for that time period in the show because it was at the very beginning. And Luffy fought him, he beat him, and Zoro just he couldn't help himself but respect him. Luffy told him how he wants to be king of the pirates, and he was just like, okay, I'll help you achieve your goal, but I have my own goals in mind. I want to be the world's greatest swordsman. And Luffy said, well, I wouldn't have any less on my crew. I'm going to be the king of the pirates. I want the best. And he's just, all right. It's just, and ever since then, between Zoro and Sanji, they're both competing to be his right-hand man. That's another thing you'll have to wait for, is the fights between Sanji and Zoro. You paid, oh man. How much is, I'm not even gonna ask how much you paid for that. That's kind of rude. Well, I hope you find it worth it, bro. I'm gonna try to find another way to watch The Mandalorian. I am not paying for the Disney streaming service. I don't care. I don't want to pay for that. It is. Yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait for season 4. I can't wait for season 4. Quote unquote. Yep, quote unquote. I may or may not pay for the Disney streaming service to watch The Mandalorian. Shh. Come on, man. Well, they're going to have a lot on there, so it should be worth it. They said how they're going to do the Kenobi show and stuff, right? Or is that going to be a movie? I can't exactly remember. Either way, it should be good. It should be good. Yeah, completely undecided. But Isak, yes, I have watched Attack on Titan. That show is wow. You know what? I'll switch from One Piece to talk about that. I gotta display this one. Oh man. Oh wait, I didn't get to display this one. Yeah. 6 episodes of Kenobi? Really? I can get into that. Mickey Mouse in the house. Oh, hi guys. I'm Mickey Mouse. Oh man. Yeah, let's talk a little bit about Attack on Titan. That show, whoo. Oh man, I'm gonna say something that's kind of weird and messed up here. And it would have to be the fact that there are those certain Titans, Isak knows what I'm talking about, that are just short and stubby, and it's, they look really, really weird. I wouldn't want to get eaten by one of them. I'd want a Titan that looks like a normal person at least. Because I swear, those small ones, man, those small ones get me. They're just like, they're so creepy looking. They're so creepy looking. Yeah. With Goofy. Yeah, there's times I'll sit here and try and do some impersonations at times. Honestly, I do that more at work. My boss be catching me do that, and he'll just stare at me like I'm a friggin' psycho, but it's whatever. I don't care. Yes, they do. They do. They do crawl around like drug addicts. Like the very first episode of Attack on Titan, that had me hooked. I would have to say, like probably within the first 10 minutes, I believe it is, this one scene that got me hooked on that show. Man, it was the scouts were walking back in from scouting. And, of course, there's dead people and all that. They're carrying injured. And damn, this lady's, my son, where's my son? Is he okay? And, the scout leader was just, he had a breakdown and a half. He said, we went out there for nothing. Your son is dead. We found nothing. We did nothing. All we did was accomplish people dying, and it was just a whole mess, and just everyone's just, it was just a whole thing. And that got me. Like I was in, once they had that breakdown showing me just how hopeless they felt, I was, yes, this is for me. Like anime shows so much of the human aspects people don't like. A lot of people don't get, and that's why a lot of people do get hooked into it because it's emotional. And it's not just all about the action. It's not always about the story. There's a lot of emotion to it, and they get such good actors to do it. Voice actors, like you can hear it in their voices that they're breaking down, that they're having an emotional moment. And it's always so beautifully done. But like I said, that scene got me hooked. And then wait, hold on. That's awesome. Wow. Exactly. It's about the characters themselves. It draws you in. Like when I saw Aaron see his mom get spoilers if no one's seen it, Attack on Titan, when his mom had gotten eaten, that was just wow. Like I was just like, Aaron's mom. Like you barely even met the lady, but you felt that as if that was your mom in a way. I mean, I know I did. That got to me. I was, no, no. You know what I mean? And then as the season went on, they're training to be scouts and to go into the other divisions. And then the Titans attacked again, and just boom, 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 boom. You're losing people that you had just literally met. You're somewhat, even people that you're somewhat getting attached to, they're being eaten or stomped on or crushed or just thrown across the city. And you're, why? Whoa, what? Can you slow down? Like it's a rush. Yeah. Yeah, that was perfect. That was perfect. Search your feelings. You know this to be true. Sorry, because my voice and stuff isn't exactly right. I can't do a good Darth Vader right now. Oh man. But yeah, Attack on Titan, that's another show that's more than popular right now. It's a absolutely people who are watching this gonna watch this on replay like he laughs way too much. I don't care. See, this is why I like see, like everyone's awesome here. Seriously, you are all awesome. Oh man. But it's just an amazing story following Aaron, and I can't remember the girl's name. It's been a really long time since I've watched Attack on Titan. It feels so long, especially since I've been binge watching One Piece. I mean, there's times where I'm losing gaps in what I've just seen with One Piece. Like I said, I watch like 100 episodes a week if I can. So, but yeah, Attack on Titan. That's another one that is highly recommended up there from me and Asaka for sure. If you have not seen Attack on Titan, go watch that for real. Go watch it. If you haven't watched it, kind of crazy. But I can understand why if you're not into animes that have blood and guts and stuff. But if you are, go ahead and watch it, please. and let us know how you like it, because it is a very, very good anime. It's very well done. There's nothing else to be said about it. You know, it really progresses and it shows different aspects of this world and how crazy it can be. Oh yeah, that was terrible. That was terrible. How Titans are made, absolutely wrong. Seriously. Uh, but anyway, what other anime can I talk about right now? I haven't watched any new ones. Like I said, it's just been One Piece. But I'll talk a little bit about Tiger and Bunny. That was I was watching that one and didn't get to finish. That was another interesting anime to me. It's about superheroes. This guy Tiger, he's been a superhero for quite some time. He's like the least popular superhero in the city right now because he does everything by feeling, not by what they want. And what I mean by what they want is they literally have a TV show that follows the superheroes onto the scene. They do these like a point system, like they have a point system for them. If you're first on the scene, you'll get like 100 points or something. You capture the bad guy, you get however many points, and they let's I'll give you an example. Something that happened by he doesn't follow what they want. They had there was a train that was gonna fall, and they were gonna cut the commercial. They literally called Bunny in his earpiece and said, "Hey, Bunny, we need you to wait to save that train." And he goes, "What the hell? What are you talking about? You want me to wait?" "Well, we're gonna cut to commercial. We need you to wait until we come back." He said, "Screw that. I'm not gonna wait for commercial to come back. I'm gonna save these people now." And he showed what a true hero is. And everyone else does it by, "Okay, I'll wait." If it was anyone else, someone would have died. Not someone's, because it was a train. So yeah, it's a really cool, interesting anime to get into. It's not too crazy, but it's definitely cool. I can't wait to finish it. I can't remember a whole lot about it because, like I said, One Piece has it's up here now. Yeah, I'm filling up my head with One Piece. It doesn't sound right, but that's what's happening. Oh man. Oh, I'm gonna have to end the stream soon before I have an asthma attack. Mm. Oh, slow down, slow down. Oh man. Oh, but yeah, Tiger and Bunny. Another suggestion. There's just so many. There's so many animes out there. I need to get my hands on them. I can't wait. Uh, what other anime have I watched before One Piece? Here's one that's lots of blood and guts. What you call it? High School of the Dead. That one, absolutely insane. Wait, hold on, another comment to show. Yeah, yeah. Armin's gonna be cool. He's gonna be a cool one. Like I think he's gonna kind of be like an armored one, somewhat maybe. Oh, Jacob. Oh wow, High School Musical. Mm. Oh man. If you're into musicals, let me tell you, don't watch that. Watch Grease. Okay, watch Grease, not High School Musical. Oh, he almost got me to have an asthma attack, man. Oh man. Oh. It won't be your fault. It will definitely be mine. Don't worry. Oh man, this is like the best My Anime Academia stream ever. Oh wait, hold on. Another comment. What? See, that's the thing about the manga. See, that's why I can't read it. That's why I can't read it because you could end up ahead of the show, and then you're like expecting so much to happen. Like, I bet right now your mind is probably blowing up with how many different things they might put in there, right? And that's why I can't do it. That's why I can't do it. I just wait for the show. Maybe when I'm like 60 years old or so, that's when I'll start reading mangas. I'll spend my hours instead of watching anime reading mangas. Oh wow. Oh. Oh. But yeah, yeah, Attack on Titan, watch that. High School of the Dead, definitely watch that one. It starts off with, it's just a normal day at school, and then these kids are hanging out on the roof, and next thing you know, they see is like the city on fire. Like, it's just, what the hell is going on? And they're trying to figure out what's going on, but by the time they even somewhat know, the zombies are already up in there. The zombies are already at the school, and it's just pure chaos. I'll tell you one tiny little scene. These two girls are running through a hallway. People are getting eaten left and right. They're running by people getting eaten. And one of them says, "I'm glad that we're together. We're best friends and everything's going to be all right." And the other one says, "Yes, everything's going to be fine. We're going to get out of here." And the one that said, "I'm glad we're best friends," ends up, getting pulled down the stairs by a zombie. And she's holding on to the other friend's hand. And the zombie didn't bite her or anything yet, I believe. Before the other friend started kicking her in the face, saying, "You're dead already, bitch. Let me go." Now, this is why, like I've said, I love anime, because they show so many different aspects of the human brain, what certain people might just do in that situation. I mean, the geeky kid of the school turned out to be a complete and total badass. He was like the only one, just boom, 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 boom. Once he got his hands on some guns, at first it was just a nail gun that he had. And he was just, like, he was John Wick, like, of that anime. I'll just put it that way. He was like the John Wick of High School of the Dead, okay? And it was pretty awesome. Like I said, he was just the chubby, geeky kid, and no one really liked him and stuff. They picked on him. But, eventually, who are you going to go with? Someone that don't know what they're doing, or the guy that knows what they're doing? You're going to have to apologize first, possibly. But, yeah. But, yeah, watch that show. Absolutely crazy. Absolutely awesome. You know what? I'll say one that's not really heard of a whole lot, I believe. A Certain Magical Index. That one's pretty cool. It's about this kid. It's kind of like Black Clover, actually. How Asta has that sword that nullifies all magic. Well, this kid, he has bad luck on his side. And that luck turned into him nullifying any power there is. Whether it's like a superpower that was given to you, like, kind of by science, or you were just born that way. It is messed up. It is pure just entertainment. That's right. They don't put no politics or anything like that in there. It's just, if you like it, you like it. If you don't watch it. And that's what's awesome about anime. I can look at certain ones and say, yeah, I'm not really gonna like that one. Like there's Kukuro's basketball. I have not watched that one. I kind of want to, but I have so many other anime that are on my list that are like really high priority. But yeah, Kukuro's basketball. I'm not so sure if I actually want to watch it, or if I just want to watch it because it's one of those animes, like many others, that I've seen the title so much that I'm like, okay, I'm in. But yeah, a certain magical index. I can't remember the main character's name, but he can nullify almost anything, and it makes him pretty much a big. He gets a big target on his back because of it, and because of his bad luck, he just gets further and further into let's say, there's war going on between people who do magic and scientific people. Uh, I can't remember exactly what they called it, like the city that he lives in that deals with all technological things and science. But he lives there, and there's people that do magic, and they have this girl who can memorize anything. She's what the show is about, pretty much. She's the index because within her mind, she holds all the grimoires or something like that. She holds all the information, all the important information, all the most powerful spells that were ever done, ever created are in her mind. Okay? And that's why they're trying to get her. But he's protecting her from everything. Um but another way his bad luck goes is he can't walk into a room half the time without seeing a naked girl. And then they end up kind of like in love with him. There's about 2 or 3 seasons of that show. I didn't get to finish it, and I'm very sad about that. But my priorities, man. One Piece. It is what it is. Oh, wait, hold on. Exactly. It is balanced. It's well balanced. For as many as like action ones, there's as many as story, as many as this, as many as that. Like I said, if there could be a girl that likes anime and they only like girly type of things. For that girl, she'll be able to throw that same rock and hit 300 anime that she likes. Well, if you're at 1% battery, then I will be ending this stream then. Okay, so you don't miss out. I'll try and host another stream, possibly next Saturday around the same time. Because you know what? I definitely want you in the chat again. Like you were awesome. And obviously you too, Jacob. You know that. You know that. You know you're awesome. You're my boy. Straight up. No, I think it's time to end. I'm going on an hour here, and damn. Exactly. So I'm gonna be ending this stream, everyone. Thank you all for coming in and chatting with me, making this stream so much more fun and colorful. Seriously, this is the My Anime Academia stream, and if y'all want to jump in next time, hit me up. I'll try to hit y'all up next time. I'm planning on doing it, and like I said, watch Attack on Titan. That comes from Asaka Saka as well. Okay, not just me. Watch Attack on Titan, High School of the Dead, a certain magical index. Okay, and I will see you all next time on this live stream, My Anime Academia. Okay.